Let's face it, not every car on the lot deserves your money. Some might look flashy, come with big promises, or be plastered across ads with tempting discounts. But once you drive off, the truth kicks in, and so do the headaches, breakdowns, and buyer's remorse. From poor reliability and cheap interiors to bad resale value and outdated tech, these cars fall flat where it counts. We're not here to bash, just to give you the facts, backed by real owner feedback, mechanic insights, and expert reports. These are the cars professionals won't recommend and drivers often wish they never bought. So before you sign that deal, take a moment and avoid these 7 cars at all costs in 2025. Jeep Renegade. The Renegade tries to be a rugged mini SUV with attitude, but the problems pile up fast. From poor reliability to disappointing build quality, it's a case of style over substance. Many owners report frustration after just a year of ownership. It might look cool, but it won't treat you kindly. Underpowered engines and clunky transmissions make daily driving a chore. Acceleration is sluggish, and the ride feels harsh on anything but perfect roads. Fuel economy is average at best, and the handling isn't fun enough to justify the trade-offs. Overall, it feels cheap to drive, and not in a good way. It has that classic Jeep boxy charm, but that's where the good news ends. Plastic cladding fades over time, and the fit and finish aren't on par with rivals. Design-wise, it catches eyes, but build-wise, it disappoints. Looks cool from far, but far from good up close. Hard plastics, awkward ergonomics, and tech that already feels outdated. The Uconnect system is slow in lower trims, and space in the back is tight. Cabin noise is excessive, and the materials don't hold up well over time. You'll quickly realize it's not built for comfort or longevity. It's a case of Jeep putting design over durability. Low resale value, expensive repairs, and poor reliability ratings tank its reputation. Even loyal Jeep fans are steering clear. Skip the Renegade, there are better small SUVs everywhere. Infiniti Q50. The Infiniti Q50 used to be a real contender in the entry luxury space, but not anymore. It hasn't seen a major update in years, and it shows. It may look sharp on the outside, but step inside and drive it, you'll feel the disappointment. It's a luxury badge with a 2015 experience. Yes, it still has a powerful twin-turbo V6, but the steering is numb and the handling uninspired. Fuel economy is poor, and the drive feels less premium than even non-luxury rivals. Ride quality is inconsistent. It's neither sporty nor smooth. You expect refinement, but you get frustration. Infiniti's design language is aging, though it still looks decent from afar. But rivals like BMW and Genesis have pulled far ahead in terms of style and presence. The Q50 blends in, and not in a good way. Design hasn't kept up with its price tag. Dual-screen layout feels dated and clunky, with laggy responses and confusing menus. Materials are mid-tier at best, with questionable longevity in high-touch areas. It's not spacious, and noise isolation is subpar for a luxury car. Feels more like an old Nissan with leather. It hasn't evolved, and that's the problem. Poor resale, dated tech, and declining brand support make it a risky buy. It's been left behind in a very competitive segment. Look elsewhere for real luxury. Chevrolet Trax Old Gen. We're talking about the previous generation Trax here. The new one is improved. But older models still flood used lots, and they're simply not worth it. It was built to be cheap, and you'll feel that in every drive. It's a car you quickly outgrow or regret entirely. The old 1.4 liters turbo engine is noisy, sluggish, and barely handles daily duties. Paired with a dated 6-speed auto, it's not fun and not efficient. Acceleration is weak, and highway driving is a struggle. Definitely not a car you want to take on a road trip. Bland and boxy, it lacks the style of even budget rivals. Panel gaps, cheap trim, and fading plastics ruin long-term appeal. Its compact footprint is nice for city driving, but that's about it, a forgettable design that feels rental-grade. Lots of hard plastics, minimal features, and seats that don't hold up over time. Rear space is tight, and the cargo area is surprisingly small for an SUV. Even infotainment options are basic unless you buy top trims. It feels 10 years behind, because it basically is. It's the kind of car you settle for, not the one you want. Low quality, poor resale, and weak performance make it hard to recommend. The 2024 Plus redesign is way better, but avoid the old models at all costs. If it's cheap, there's a reason. Dodge Charger. The Charger is a legend in name, but in reality, it's become a rolling reliability risk. Sure, the V8 noise is fun, but long-term ownership? Not so much. Many Chargers age fast, guzzle gas, and rack up repair bills quickly. It's a muscle car, but also a maintenance nightmare. It's fast, no doubt, especially the Hemi V8 models. But power comes at a cost. Constant repairs, poor fuel economy, and short-lived components. Even the V6 versions have had reliability concerns in recent years. Fun for a few months. Frustrating afterward. It still looks mean and muscular, with a presence that turns heads. But many models suffer from fading paint, loose trim, and early wear. Aggressive looks don't make up for weak quality underneath. It's all show, not enough substance. Cheap plastics, outdated infotainment, and inconsistent build quality. Seats are comfortable but age poorly, especially in high-mileage cars. Tech is behind the curve, and cabin noise gets loud at highway speeds. For a full-size car, it feels halfway done. Buyers often report regret after dealing with repairs, recalls, and poor dealer service. It's more of a weekend toy than a dependable daily driver. Expensive to run, and even more expensive to fix. Don't get fooled by the sound. Know the whole story. Honda Insight. It's marketed as a fuel sipper, but the Insight hides more headaches than savings. Built on older Civic tech, yet packed with plug-in complications and a cheap feel, it looks eco-friendly, but reliability data tells a different story. Skip it if you want peace of mind over gimmicky green claims. The hybrid powertrain is designed for efficiency, not reliability. CVT judders and cooling system failures are common after 50,000 miles. There's no real spirited driving, just a bored commute experience. Fuel economy is great until it breaks. Sharp lines and eco-styling hint at modern Toyota hybrids, but that's misleading. It looks better than it drives, but attracts more questions than compliments. You're paying for style, not substance. And it doesn't age well in resale photos. Cheap plastics hide beneath a minimal dash design. Seats lack support, and the infotainment is clunky with slow response. Hybrid displays are gimmicky and often glitch mid-trip. Everything feels lighter and cheaper than you expect. It ranks low in reliability due to drivetrain and electronics issues. Most owners regret the complexities of a car that doesn't deliver on longevity. Quick savings at the pump too often turn into expensive repair bills. Save yourself the trouble and look elsewhere. Ford Ecosport. It's small, quirky, and cheap, but that's exactly why you should avoid it. Ford created a toy-like SUV that fails to deliver adult sizing or adult reliability. While it's ideal for tight parking lots, it's disastrous for long-term ownership. Avoid the EcoSport chaos. Your sanity depends on it. The 1.0-liter engine is buzzy, underpowered, and unreliable under stress. The transmission jerks, the climate control fails, and that's before 50,000 miles. Fuel economy is unimpressive for such a small vehicle. Featherweight fun? More like featherweight regrets. Its swing gate design is memorable, but dated. Faded paint and cheap plastic cladding age it badly. It looks out of place in modern car lines, and the design quirks don't compensate for poor overall execution. Inside, it's a claustrophobic cabin with basic materials, no frills, and no fun. The infotainment is slow, laggy, and unreliable. Storage is laughable for a so-called SUV. It feels like a concept car someone forgot to finish. Reliability ratings are near the bottom due to mechanical failures and poor build quality. It depreciates fast and lingers in crash test memory for the wrong reasons. You'll regret buying it long before the next maintenance cycle. Skip it. Focus on vehicles that feel solid, not flawed. Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. It looks like a compact SUV, but drives like a problem on wheels. Mitsubishi's smallest crossover tries too hard and fails spectacularly. What appears affordable quickly turns pricey through constant repairs. Save yourself from this headache in a box. The 1.5 liters turbo lacks power, the torque is weak, and the CVT is known for failures. It struggles climbing hills, and highway merging is sketchy. Owners report transmission recalls and electrical faults. This isn't a gateway SUV, it's a guillotine for your wallet. It has crossover styling, but looks cheap and forgettable in person. It blends in with bigger, better rivals, barely noticeable, and for good reason. Cheap headlights and flat alloys don't help. The design doesn't distract from problems, it highlights them. Interior plastics echo economy basics from a decade ago. Seats are uncomfortable, tech is glitchy, and storage is minimal. The driver display lags, and mid-trim infotainment systems malfunction often. Austerity doesn't feel high-tech. It feels cheap. It's poor value compared to segment leaders like the RAV4 on every front. Frequent repairs, low resale, and regulatory recalls make it a new car trap. More than once, owners regret the purchase before lease end. It's cheap for a reason, and that reason is reliability disaster. Before you sign that lease or drive one of these off the lot, take a pause. These 7 vehicles may seem appealing at first glance, thanks to low price tags, aggressive marketing, or stylish design, but too often, they end up costing owners more in the long run. From unreliable transmissions and glitchy infotainment systems to poor build quality and rapid depreciation, each one has earned a reputation you don't want to inherit. Whether it's the clunky Ford Ecosport, the outdated Infiniti Q50, or the regret-laced Honda Insight, the message from owners, mechanics, and long-term reviewers is the same. Look elsewhere. According to consumer reports and industry reliability data, the smart move isn't just buying a car that looks good today. It's choosing one that will still serve you well tomorrow. Reliability, comfort, and quality of ownership matter more than horsepower or touchscreen size. Don't let a flashy test drive distract you from a long-term mistake. So, before you make your next car decision, ask yourself, will this vehicle hold up 5 years from now or 5 months? Skip the hype. Skip the heartache. And if you're ready to see which cars actually are worth your money in 2025, stay tuned for the next list, the ones consumer reports, mechanics, and real drivers actually recommend.